Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm hoping you guys are all having a fantastic day. So today's upload, as you could probably tell by the title of the video, it is, well, maybe not, but it's definitely about the weather and winter. It's about just a long-range outlook, and it's kind of showing you that winter is coming, and that there's some signs already showing up that definitely winter's on its way. First off, consider subscribing to this channel, consider liking this video. It really means a lot, so really consider doing that. Helps my channel grow, helps me know whether you like this type of stuff, so really thank you for that. First off, I would like to look at the National Weather Service Weather Ready Nation map, and we notice that there's actually not much things going on. Some river flooding across northern Illinois, Wisconsin, the Midwest, South Dakota, Iowa, some red flag warnings in Nevada, Utah. Also, extreme rains across Houston, Southeast Texas, so definitely be wary about that if you live in those areas. But notice this area right here. No, it's not a winter weather advisory, but it's a freeze warning and a frost advisory. This is not the first set for these areas. I think there was already a couple weeks ago one. It was a frost advisory for portions of Maine. But this is the first one that's so widespread, and I think, as far as I'm concerned, this is the first time for freeze warnings for this location in the Midwest, in the Northeast Maine. So let's just click on a random location. I just clicked in the central. You can see it gets down to 26 today. Now that won't be the case, every single other day. You can see Wednesday night 32, Thursday night. So then see 40s, 40s, 40s. So it won't really be 26 every day. But if you grow tomatoes, say, in Maine, which you really wouldn't have success, but if you do have some warm weather vegetables, and they're still producing, protect them if you can. But 26, that will toast most things other than your hearty greens like like lettuce and the collards like cabbage, broccoli, and cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower. All of those will still most likely, survive through this. But most plants will be basically toast, and it's ahead of schedule. It's September 17th, so it's not too extremely ahead, but slightly ahead of schedule. And you can see tomorrow, though, perfectly nice day, 61 and sunny almost every day. Let's go somewhere further south, like Berlin. I think this is New Hampshire. Yeah, this is New Hampshire, and you can see frost advisory, not nearly as cold, still chilly, but then tomorrow you can see it's 29, so maybe a frost or freeze warning for those areas. For tomorrow, however, but for today it's just a frost advisory. But you can still see it gets into the 70s. So, this is just kind of like a freak frost, freak cool down. But we will see more and more of these as we go on. Much of the country here will soon, North Dakota, Minnesota, start seeing these things. The only thing that's saving us from this now is that we're in a more of a warmer pattern. We're seeing milder temperatures. However, that I think will change as we get into October. September was one heck of a interesting month. It did not come out as predicted, and I'm not gonna deny that. Some people try covering up when they are wrong. For September, I predicted a rather chilly September for especially the north and the east, and I was pretty wrong about that. At least the first 10 days were chilly, definitely chilly, but then it seems as if the rest of September will be rather on the warmer side. But I am open to that, and I know I'm not gonna, turn this towards my direction that it's gonna be a cold September. If you look at the 2-meter temperature anomalies for some of the places, it's ridiculous. We could be seeing some very warm temperatures, and again, this was very tough to predict. Many others thought it would be a chilly September, but you can see it's been actually fairly warm. And notice how it's gonna be cooler across the west for the next couple of days, September 18th, 19th, but most of the country in the central Midwest, where I thought would be chilly, is actually warm, excluding the Northeast, where it could be a little bit chillier due to the ocean breeze at this point, it seems. And there could be some cold air coming in from just scooching in kind of while this heat is kind of focusing itself on the Midwest. And you can see it stays there for quite a while, at least through this weekend. And then you can see there's a cold front tries getting through, but we still get stuck with more warmth. There's a little chilly blast of air right there, tries coming in, mainly affects the Northeast. And if we go into the future, you can see just warm after warm after warm. Now this is one of the more warm biased models. This is the GFS in terms of its model run. The 12Z was pretty biased in terms of showing the warmth. I think the 6Z was showing some more cool. Here you can see a little bit more blue colors. But the GFS has these tendencies where it just goes from one extreme to the other. But if we go a couple of, let me show you the newest model run. I mean, it's coming out as we speak, so I didn't show you that one since it's still processing. But let's go to the 18Z, and it goes out only 262 hours, so it will most likely just show the warmth, as the chill, if any, will come later on. But notice how it's still warm across much of the country. But hey, I mean, if you like fall foliage, then you're gonna love this weather, because this is just perfect weather for good fall foliage. This is what you want. And I predicted good fall foliage this year for a good portion of the country, and that's, that seems to be actually coming true. So see, you're right about certain things, you're not right about other things. You gotta, bite the bullet and admit your wrongdoing or your right doing in some cases. So I want to show you the European model now. The European is also showing some warmth, but this is getting a little bit slow. I want to show you I think I clicked on, I did click on the right thing. Okay, thank goodness, because that'll take another eternity to load. But you can see right now they're showing that ridge, that jet stream going up and then over. This shows warm air, but then we start, getting some areas of chillier air in the west, and you can see it actually gets a pretty good blast of chill right there across the west around the middle next week. But then it kind of like dissipates and focuses itself on the Midwest, and the warm air rises back into the east, and this would be more warm, but you can tell right there that's a big storm, so maybe behind that storm would be some chill. We would have to see, but it seems as if for the next week it will be rather warm for the good portion of the east. Colorado will be Wyoming, Montana, Colorado, New Mexico will be on kind of like that border between the chillier temperatures. We could be seeing some chillier temperatures, and the GFS also showed that. Some chillier temperatures for the west, and that's where I thought it would be warm this September, but it turned out that it's kind of flipped around on me. So it's not everything is predictable. Let's go to the GFS ensembles, the GEFS, that's what they're called, and let's see what they're showing. This is, I think, 24 models which are configured together to show what they think. And GFS is like an example of one of them. The GFS is incorporated into this. And if we were to look at this is loading again. There's that ridge. This is Friday the 20th, so this upcoming Friday. And you could see that a big ridge of high pressure producing warm conditions. And then here's like the chillier temperatures associated with a potential cool off, which tries making its way, and the GEFS ensembles do have it making its way a little bit into the Northeast, cooling things off, but the warmth seems to take back over, at least for the western portions and central portions, while potentially a lobe of chillier air takes hold over the Northeast and kind of dominates that area. And then in a long range, it's becoming pretty zonal again. I mean, that's typical for the GEFS ensembles. When they don't know what to do, they just become zonal and flat, and they're just kind of like, yeah, we don't really know what the jet stream is gonna do, so we're just gonna bring it down to average and kind of stay in between the two. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what occurs. There's a lot of things going on this winter that I think will be exciting and fun to watch for. So thank you guys so much for, actually no, I still want to show you the National Weather Service map again, and because many seeing this title may be like, why is this titled Signs of Winter, or Winter is Coming? Well, again, because of that frost, those freezes, even if it's above average temperatures, we see those warm temperatures, we are still looking at winter coming. I mean, it's inevitable. Even if it was 10 degrees above average for the rest of the year, winter would come, the first snow would come just delayed. But I don't think, it will be 10 degrees above average for the rest of the year. It's just a hypothetical scenario that I made up right there, just for comparison. While we're at it, I want to quickly show you some of the big storms that may be occurring across the country. So right now we have one forming across the west, and this is gonna continue forming, and this kind of leads way to a second one that's already coming off the coast. We get moisture from this tropical storm that is occurring right now in Texas, and this gets incorporated into this bigger system over the weekend, and you can see that would induce more flooding, more rains for the Midwest. You could see a good front possibly setting up over the Midwest on Sunday, and this could lead to, again, some more heavy rain, and overall a very active pattern. Lots of rain, but not necessarily cold. So if you're still trying to garden, still trying to fit in, some radishes, maybe some carrots, and you live in the mid-Atlantic region, it looks pretty good for you. It looks warm and moist, and lots of rain. So not necessarily humid, or it won't feel humid maybe because the temperatures are already naturally cooling off. It won't be like that summer oppressive humidity, but it will definitely be a pleasant September to the rest of September, it seems. Not much in the way of cold or snow. And this is just the newest model run, and they're showing again this high pressure right here, which would I think this would mean a little bit chillier for the Northeast and warmer for the rest, and a little bit cooler for the Southwest. So we'll see how this all plays out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Consider liking the video, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you all guys in the next episode. See ya. Bye.